In an attempt to add scarcity, Battlestate Games have actually increased the price of fuel indirectly by making it harder to purchase from traders. So today we're going to be talking about the best places to find the fuel, whether you're looking to make a quick buck or simply just need it to power your hideout. Before we get into the video here today, I do want to remind you I do stream on Twitch. The link for that will be featured down in the description below if you have any questions about today's video or any other videos you've seen recently. So I'm not going to treat you like you're stupid, but just in case you don't know, you can actually go over to Jaeger level 2 and purchase fuel. But what you're going to be noticing is I cannot actually purchase fuel at pretty much any stage at the moment. It's very, very hard to get, even if you try right after a reset. Now, if you have a look at the price on the flea market, this is respective of almost 500,000 rubles for a metal fuel tank. So basically what you can do are other options like the barter trade at level 1, which is 12 matches and 5 hunter matches. However, this is roughly 375,000 and can be higher at certain points in time. Another trade that's always sold out because it's actually super good value at Therapist 2 is 1 purified water and 2 pineapple juices for a expeditionary fuel tank. Now this actually equals just under 200,000 rubles depending at the time of pineapple, and purified water is about 120 to 130 depending at the time. Another easy way to get your hands on fuel for a little bit cheaper than the flea market prices is to craft it. However, the craft is still going to cost you roughly around 320,000 rubles at the time of filming, obviously because Kriken and Zippo lighters are actually quite expensive on the flea market. Now obviously these are prone to change, so make sure to keep your eyes out. So let's start off talking about spawns, and coming into one of the most common, but also one of the most dangerous spawns for fuel. We are here on Interchange in a store called Ollie. Now a lot of people know about these spawns, and obviously this is an incredibly hot area. But if you spawn around this area, coming in here and checking any gap in the shelves here can actually equal in some really good cash. But not just fuel, plenty of other items that sell for good cash can be found throughout all of the shelves in this place. Whether that be propane tanks or something like a water filter, you can make some really good money while you're here looking for fuel. Working our way through Ollie, basically you want to check any gap in any shelf across here because there is a chance in all of the gaps here. But you'll be noticing that up in the top left corner is a fuel tank and can be very easy to miss if you're not paying attention. You can actually grab it through the shelf, so we got quite lucky here, but sometimes you can miss it or you'll need to boost on your teammate's head to be able to grab some of these spawns. So obviously Customs got an expansion and we are here over at Elbow, and on my right is Skeleton or Construction, basically where the bronze pocket watch is. We're going to be heading inside up to the second floor here where I found a really good spawn for fuel. You're going to see this giant generator with wheels, and when you push inside you will be met with another generator which can spawn fuel all around it, especially on the pallet board in front. Heading deeper into RSD, we're going to be noticing 3 wooden shelves here, which can also spawn more fuel. So make sure to check the bottom ones and also the top. All right, so we're here over at Water Warehouse. You can see the collapsed trains and old gas on my left. If we head inside what I call Water Warehouse and open this back door, as soon as we come in, turn right, and you will be met with a shelf. Now, obviously, there's a jacket here, which you can make some little bit of extra money on keys with, but this spot is definitely worth checking, even if it's not for fuel. If we head further into Water Warehouse, we will be met with another 2 shelves here on the left-hand side, which also have a great chance of spawning fuel. Now, I know Customs is pretty slept on for fuel, but there are actually a few spawns around this area, including near this generator on my left-hand side, can just spawn just in front of it. So we're in Chemical, where you have to mark that van for Skier, and you will be seeing a shelf behind the van, which also has another 2 spawns for fuel and a decent chance for other technical items like propane tanks, which are good money anyway. So if you're around this area, definitely give this a cheeky check. So let's head away from this area and we will be heading towards M4, or one of the oldest buildings in Customs, which recently saw some changes. As soon as we head inside, we're going to take a right-hand turn, but I wanted to point out this area is incredibly dangerous, as a lot of people know about this area now. So don't think you can come running in here and expect no one. The reason is because the green screen on my left-hand side and in front of these computers can spawn graphics cards and other computer items. So that is why you'll see a lot of people through here. But in this back shelf, there is a good chance to find expedition fuel and also metal fuel tanks. So keep your eyes peeled when you're in this area. Alright, the best part about this area is that even though you have these other loot spots that you can check while you're here, it's actually in close vicinity to the other side, which also has more chances of fuel. Not just that, but on the couch on my left-hand side is a rare spawn, as well as some jackets and other miscellaneous goods. You can find these tables full of awesome weapon attachments, and while you're here, you may as well check these back shelves, which can spawn any technical item in the game, and also expedition fuel. So we're heading to one of the newer buildings in the customs expansion. I call this Boiler Building. This is near the ZB extract on your way out. But basically in this area, you want to keep your eyes peeled around the outskirts of the building, especially near these barrels and on top of them, as you can find fuel. Inside this caged area near this technical crate are more spawns. You can check this crate if you are very desperate. It's a good way to make money as well. But keep your eyes peeled on top of these barrels all throughout this building, as this building has been really good to me in terms of fuel. Alright, so we're here on Shoreline. I just wanted to show off a couple spawns here on Shoreline. The first one is Priest House. You need to come to here for a Jaeger task. There's a jacket and plenty of other spawns along the way. Obviously, there are other technical spawns here that can make you some good money, but if you're ever around this way and checking the villages where there are more fuel spawns, you may as well check this as well. Alright, so we're here over at Bus Station. On my left-hand side is West Wing. We're going to be heading inside, and you are going to be seeing a dead scav at the back there. Now, I'm going to be checking all throughout the area, including checking the scav and in the bucket behind him, but there is a chance for a fuel just in front of him as well. Pushing into West Wing, this is where things get spicy. Now, on the left-hand shelf, as soon as you push in, is a good chance for fuel, but I wanted to point out this area is incredibly dangerous. So we're going to be heading towards the east side of West Wing, down the very end towards admin, and we're going to be seeing this little room here with heaps of shelves. Now, this room is great for gunpowder and other technical items, but once again, a chance of good fuel. Pushing into admin wing or north wing, we are going to be seeing some shelves back here that a lot of people overlook. I come here on my scav runs quite often and find fuel throughout here, so I would recommend that you guys do the same. Especially this little computer back here, no one ever checks it, and I don't know why. As we push up to the second floor, we are going to be chucking a right-hand turn, and we could check of duffel bags and other things, but the shelves back here have proven time and time again to make me some good money. Especially things like water filters, guys. I did point that out earlier in the video, but I wanted to stress that they are going to gain value later in wipe, and same with the price of moonshine. So if you want to make more money, while you're checking for fuel, you may as well make money on the sides. So there are a lot of technical spawns, especially on these brown wooden shelves. Pushing into East Wing, we're going to see much of the sameness. The same room, very similar to West Wing, where you can find pretty much more technical spawns all throughout. The best part about East Wing is just outside East Wing is another building here. It's a one-story building on the way in where you can open the back with a metal door. If you head inside, there are heaps of shelves in here and plenty of chances, as well as some duffel bags, to find awesome technical spawns. Alright, so we're over here at ZB14, one of the most popular spots on Woods, and all the bunkers throughout Woods have a good chance of spawning fuel, not just this one, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled if you ever walk past any of the bunkers on this map. We're over here at 2 Crate Warehouse inside the main logging camp, and we're checking these wooden shelves inside here, as these have been really good to me in terms of fuel. Heading over towards USEC Camp, one of the newer places in Woods, there are generators laying around this area, and you can find full cans of fuel just simply laying on the ground near them and on top of these pallets. We're over here at Northern UN and a place I call UN Rations, and this place is really, really good. There's a technical crate as soon as you walk in, as well as these large wooden shelves that I've been hammering on about in these videos. If you ever see these shelves, make sure to check them, as they always have a good chance at any technical spawn in the game. Now, a lot of technical items are fetching good money at the moment, so it's always worth checking. If we push up to the top, we'll see another one as well. Alright, last but not least, we're here on reserve. You can see I'm over here at E2 bunkers, just checking some spawns. There are a few located near the bunkers, so keep an eye out for these green barrels. Heading inside Rook, we'll notice a few more spawns around Rook, which is the train station, and you can also find them on the ground near one of the broken entrances. Basically, the rule of thumb on reserve, if you see green barrels, then there's a good chance you're going to find fuel nearby. This applies to pretty much everywhere on this map and other maps in general. Down below in Hermetic on top of these boxes is a really good spot, by the way, just outside the PSP cages. Above those cages, you're going to be noticing this really cheeky little spot that a lot of people overlook, and what I check on my scav runs. If you head towards the Hermetic extract and before you go out, check a right, you're going to be noticing a caged off area with a generator. Inside the caged off area is a high chance of fuel, as well as a crate. If you jump on top of these wooden boxes just outside and then basically do a bunny hop across to the generator. You can get in for free, and a lot of people don't know this spot exists and can give you some good amount of cash, as well as a ration crate. If we're looking at the front of K Station, we will be seeing some fuel spawns here where Gluhar likes to hang out. Just past here as well is another spawn, which is an image here. You can see Hematic on my right. And further down towards Scavlands Tower, over by Heating Pipe, is another spawn on the bench here. We're over here at Manhole, and you can see Dome up on my left-hand side. Around this generator is a good chance at fuel. And just behind that is the Black Fuel Station, which you can find some really good fuel, believe it or not, just on the ground here near the barrels. Going down into the tunnels, there are plenty of different spawns around the place, especially in this metro-esque area. But be careful when you're down here, because a lot of people seem to love exit camping down here, so don't say I didn't warn you. Deeper in the D2 extract, you'll be seeing a scale, and nearby is another chance at really good fuel spawns, so make sure to check this on your way out. Hey guys, that's it for this video. I know this wasn't every single spawn in the game, and if it was, it would have been a 2-hour video. If there's a specific map you'd like to see me do this for, let me know in the comments down below and I may consider it. Thanks so much for watching the video to the very end, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.